You ever felt disliked by someone, even though you've done nothing to warrant their negative feelings? It's a confusing and sometimes painful experience. Today, we're diving into the subtle and not-so-subtle behaviors of people who seem to hate you for no apparent reason. Understanding these behaviors can help you navigate tricky social situations and protect your own well-being. Let's explore the signs and patterns that often emerge when someone harbors unexplained resentment or animosity toward you. One of the first signs you might notice is that this person avoids making eye contact with you. Whether you're in a group or speaking one-on-one, they seem to look everywhere but at you. This avoidance can feel awkward and may leave you wondering if you've done something wrong. In reality, it's often a subconscious way for them to distance themselves emotionally. Eye contact is a basic form of connection, and its absence can speak volumes about someone's feelings. Another common behavior is giving you short, curt, or even dismissive responses. When you try to engage in conversation, their replies are minimal and lack warmth. They might answer with a simple yes or no, or even ignore your questions altogether. This can make interactions feel strained and uncomfortable. It's a subtle way of signaling disinterest or even annoyance, and over time, it can create a noticeable barrier between you and them. People who dislike you for no reason often find subtle ways to exclude you from group activities or conversations. You might notice that you're not invited to certain gatherings or that group plans are made without your input. This exclusion can be both intentional and passive, but the result is the same: you feel left out and isolated. Recognizing this pattern can help you understand that the issue may not be with you, but with their own feelings. Gossip and negative talk are classic behaviors of someone who harbors resentment. If you hear that this person has been spreading rumors or making negative comments about you when you're not around, it's a strong indicator of their feelings. This behavior can damage your reputation and create tension within your social circle. It's important to remember that their words often say more about them than about you. Passive-aggressive behavior is another sign to watch for. This can include backhanded compliments, sarcasm, or doing things that subtly undermine you. For example, they might forget to include you in an email or make a joke at your expense. These actions are often disguised as harmless, but over time they can erode your confidence and sense of belonging. Body language can reveal a lot about someone's true feelings. People who dislike you may cross their arms, turn their body away, or keep a noticeable physical distance. These nonverbal cues are often unconscious but can be very telling. Paying attention to these signals can help you gauge the real dynamics at play, even when words are polite or neutral. When you achieve something noteworthy, most people will offer congratulations or at least acknowledge your success. However, someone who dislikes you for no reason may ignore your achievements or even downplay them. They might act unimpressed or change the subject quickly. This lack of recognition can be discouraging, but it's a clear sign of underlying resentment. Sometimes, people who dislike you will become overly competitive. They may try to outdo you in conversations, work, or social situations. This competitiveness isn't healthy or friendly, it's driven by a desire to prove themselves superior. Recognizing this behavior can help you avoid unnecessary conflicts and focus on your own growth. If you find that someone frequently interrupts you or talks over you in conversations, it could be a sign of underlying animosity. This behavior shows a lack of respect and an unwillingness to hear your perspective. Over time, it can make you feel undervalued and frustrated. Being aware of this pattern can help you set boundaries and assert yourself when needed. People who dislike you may go out of their way to withhold help or support, even when it's easy for them to assist. They might ignore your requests or make excuses to avoid helping. This lack of support can be especially noticeable in group settings where others are more willing to lend a hand. Recognizing this behavior can help you seek support from those who genuinely care. Mockery and ridicule are more overt signs of dislike. If someone consistently makes fun of you, your ideas, or your appearance, it's a clear indication of their negative feelings. This behavior can be hurtful and damaging to your self-esteem. It's important to remember that their mockery often stems from their own insecurities, not your shortcomings. Collaboration is key in many environments, but someone who dislikes you may avoid working with you whenever possible. They might volunteer for different projects or suggest working with others instead. This unwillingness to collaborate can make teamwork challenging and may even impact group outcomes. Recognizing this can help you find more supportive collaborators. Constructive criticism is helpful, but when someone is overly critical of everything you do, it may be a sign of deeper resentment. Their feedback might focus on minor flaws or be delivered in a harsh tone. This can make you feel like nothing you do is ever good enough. It's important to differentiate between helpful advice and criticism rooted in dislike. Basic courtesies like saying hello, please, or thank you are often missing when someone dislikes you. They may ignore your greetings or fail to acknowledge your presence. This lack of politeness can make interactions feel cold and uncomfortable, signaling their unwillingness to build any rapport. Sometimes, people who dislike you will mirror your negative emotions. If you're upset or frustrated, they may respond with similar negativity or even escalate the situation. This can create a cycle of tension and conflict, making it difficult to resolve issues or move forward positively. If you notice that someone frequently complains about you to others, it's a strong sign of underlying animosity. These complaints may be about trivial matters or exaggerated issues. Over time, this behavior can damage your relationships with others and create a hostile environment. Some people go so far as to act like you don't exist. They may walk past you without a word, ignore your contributions in meetings, or fail to respond when you speak. This behavior is both hurtful and isolating, making it clear that they want nothing to do with you. In more extreme cases, someone who dislikes you may actively try to sabotage your efforts. This could involve spreading false information, withholding important details, or undermining your work. Such actions are not only unfair but can also have serious consequences for your personal or professional life. Everyone makes mistakes, but someone who dislikes you may overreact to yours. They might blow small errors out of proportion or use them as an excuse to criticize you further. This can create a stressful environment and make you feel like you're constantly under scrutiny. Jealousy is a powerful emotion that can drive people to dislike others for no clear reason. If someone seems envious of your achievements, relationships, or even your personality, their negative feelings may manifest as hostility. Recognizing jealousy can help you understand the root of their behavior and avoid taking it personally. In group settings, information sharing is important for success. Someone who dislikes you may withhold important details or resources, hoping to see you struggle. This behavior is both uncooperative and damaging to group dynamics, but it clearly signals their negative feelings. Blaming you for things that aren't your fault is another sign of unexplained dislike. This person may look for opportunities to shift responsibility onto you, even when it's clear you're not to blame. This can be frustrating and unfair, but it's a common tactic among those who harbor resentment. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. When someone dislikes you, they may show little or no empathy toward you. They might dismiss your struggles or show indifference when you're upset. This lack of compassion can make interactions feel cold and unsupportive. In some cases, the dislike is not hidden at all. Overt hostility can include rude comments, aggressive body language, or even open confrontation. This behavior is hard to ignore and can be very distressing. It's important to protect yourself and seek support if you're facing open hostility. If someone's attitude toward you changes drastically without reason, it could be a sign of underlying resentment. They may be friendly one moment and cold the next. These mood swings can be confusing and make it difficult to know where you stand with them. Active listening is a sign of respect, but someone who dislikes you may refuse to listen to what you have to say. They might interrupt, change the subject, or simply tune you out. This lack of attention can be frustrating and make you feel invisible. If someone consistently discredits your ideas or contributions, it's a sign they may not respect or like you. They might dismiss your suggestions without consideration or undermine your input in front of others. This behavior can be discouraging, but it's important to stand by your ideas and seek validation from supportive people. Rejection is a psychological concept where someone attributes their own negative feelings or insecurities to another person. In the context of unexplained hatred, the person may dislike you because they see something in you that they dislike about themselves. Understanding projection can help you realize that their behavior is often more about them than about you. Dealing with people who dislike you for no reason can be emotionally draining. It's important to recognize these behaviors for what they are and not internalize their negativity. Focus on surrounding yourself with supportive individuals and maintaining your self-confidence. Remember, you can't control how others feel, but you can control how you respond. By understanding these behaviors, you can better protect your well-being and move forward with confidence.